Greetings, Imperial citizens. It is I, Roboute Guilliman, Primarch of the Ultramarines, Blade of Unity, an aficionado of all things blue. I am here to answer questions as posited by you and presented to me without censorship or redaction by Lord Inquisitor Remles of the Ordo Theoreticus.
What is your rationale behind the creation of the logo Historica Vertia?
So that historiators do not have to ask me questions like this all the time, and can just look it up via easily accessed references instead of being shut down for heresy halfway through the red tape of Inquisition.
Sire, good to have you back. How do you suggest we respond to the recent outbreaks of Nurgle's rot on Ultramar? School closings, remote Schola Progenia classes from home, and why is everyone hoarding so much toilet tissue? Does it protect against demonic incursion?
Wash your damn hands and stand 2 meters apart. And if you must clear Nurgle's rot from your nostrils, perhaps instead of hoarding toilet tissue, like a lonely Slanesh heretic, just buy a damn handkerchief. Or wipe your nose on Magnus's hair.
Primarch, this is Cryptech Chief Surgeon of the Top Dynasty the First send you this message to ask that if you have plans for preserving the pylons.
We shall station Cato Sicarius there, and the gravity well created by the sheer mass of his ego shall prevent any escape. Barring that, we shall call.
Does he have dreams if when he sleeps? What does he dream of?
A unified mankind and the color blue.
If you could bring back one of the traitor Primarchs to the side of the Imperium, free of corruption, who would you choose and why?
How could you ask me to choose? Bring them all back.
Oi papa Smurf, if YOUZ find out that some chapters come from traitor stock YOUZ gonna crump em, or leave em be?
My apologies. I do not speak fungus.
What advice do you have for Imperial citizens who are looking to hook up with Xeno's booty?
Many Xeno's spoils of war, such as weaponry, technology, artifacts, and other treasures, should be... Wait. Oh. Next question.
What about the Sotate dynasty?
What about them? They can't all be best friend Trazine.
Will you be looking for your missing brothers? Or at least wake up the sleepyhead on the rock?
You know where one of my lost brothers sleeps, and you have not brought this up with his chapter?
Lord Commander, after leading the Indomitus Crusade personally and learning of the history of the Imperium before your return, have you ever reconsidered the dissolution of the loyal Adeptus Astartes legions into their now no chapters?
Yes, but also no.
Gloriosa, Avenging Sun. Going forward, how do you see the relations between the Imperium and the Inari progressing? Commissar, I want you to shoot the first man who sniggers at that.
We shall continue to work together in order to defeat chaos. We shall be working closely together through long nights with a certain... Next question.
My Lord Primarch, may I share the hug of friendship with your sons, my cousin friends? Except Calgar, the meanie is cheating with his power fists.
Only if you hug me first, for hugging me is like hugging the entire chapter in one embrace.
Hey Robbie G. Big E kind of indirectly gave his blessings to you and your main squeeze when he took the time out of his day to show us how awful we truly are, as you are doing now, so I figure I'd ask, what's your feelings on having an Eldar girlfriend? I mean, can love bloom? Asking for a friend, of course.
Love does not bloom, is not an orc. But I say if that Eldar lady or boyfriend resurrects you, and is willing to throw more Eldar bodies and power in your fight against chaos, I say, go for it.
Quite a few of your descendants have come to regard your text, the Codex Astartes, as a divine scripture that can't be questioned in any way. Do you have anything you'd like to say to them?
Yes I do. Cut that shit out right now.
Lord Guilliman, as you have been reviewing the history Imperium to create a congruent timeline, I can assume you have heard of, if not read of, the infamous 21st founding, where multiple gene seeds were tampered with to increase the mighty of the Astartes but instead caused mutations. One such chapter in this founding was known as the Sons of Antaeus, which underwent a mutation making them bigger than the average Astartes but increasingly more durable to damage that would kill an ordinary Astartes. It has been suggested that this Astartes are either from Death Guard genocide or are in fact your own sons. If it were to be the latter, would you accept them as your sons, as they currently still loyal and their mutations do not seem dangerous to the Imperium, even though the Ultramarines seem to denounce them as sons of you?
Yes, of course. Have you seen a normal Astartes? We are all mutants regardless, give or take a few fangs or dragon men.
Do you think the Emperor was actually going to pull your life support?
No. Secretly, my father loves the color blue too much. Why do you think he plays so many Ultra games for Paradox Billiards, Vostroyan Roulette, 4th Dimensional Hypercube Chess Strip Poker?
Lord Guilliman, on the rock there are some records about some sort of second Imperium. What's that about? And also, if you could kindly tell us where those old armored Dark Angels went, that'll be nice. They clearly never got the memo that we changed armor colors.
A contingency plan, since we did not know if my father was dead and the rest of the Imperium had fallen to the traitors. I don't know about your chapter's outdated colors. Perhaps if Lionel Johnson was awoken by someone who apparently knew he was sleeping somewhere this whole damn time, he could put that right.
When will you declare a holy crusade to search for our primogenitor, Rogel Dawn? We miss him and seek his guidance on what to do about the Inquisition meddling with our chapter Brethren of the Celestial Lions.
I have no need to declare one. We all know where he sits. On my father's lap, occasionally being cuddled and playing role-playing games.
My lord, given your matters towards dealing with the current state of the Imperium, I imagine it is quite lonely without any of your brothers around to speak with. If one of your loyalist kin was to return right now, who would you want it to be first?
Leman Russ. I want to scratch him behind the ears again.
Dear son of the Corpse Emperor, first off, welcome back. Second off, apologize to Magnus now. Regards, loyal son of Magnus.
Will he remove his chicken wings and boob horns?
Did Leman Russ ever challenge you to a drinking contest like he did the Emperor?
Why do you think I was on life support to begin with? A Primarch's liver, glorious as it may be, can't possibly contend with the Wolf King.
My Lord Guilliman, on behalf of my fellow Blood Ravens, I humbly seek your aid in unraveling a mystery that has plagued our chapter for millennia. As one of the few beings still living who personally bore witness to the second founding, I was hoping you would know if our chapter was among those created that day. And if so, can you tell us the name of our parent legion?
Well, when a Sanguinius and Corvus love each other very much.
My Lord Guilliman, do you have a plan to get the Adeptus Mechanicius to start innovating and inventing new technologies to fight the enemies of mankind? If so, what is it?
Yes, the Adeptus Mechanicus is, when not worshipping the machine god, a valuable asset and cannot be overlooked. I shall set forth my case for the unity against chaos that we so desperately need. Barring that, I shall present them with the plans that this Lord Inquisitor has shown me for cyberdogs, in an effort to inspire them that, without their proper innovations, the masses shall create such things.
My Lord Regent, the Avenging Son, your first father, beloved by all, was by the accounts which survive in our modern age, as much a mystery to you as to any other. As much as I would use this single question to ask of he who guards us all in his eternal vigil, I shall not for little remains. I therefore ask not of he but of his close confidant, Malcador the hero. From the tomes which survive of the thrice-damned heresy, I know of only one interaction not concealed by the redactions of the Inquisition where you met my lord. The humbling of the 17th, though I assume you and he would have spoken much on your finding and thereafter. There you witnessed my lord, Malcador, take a strike from the 17th that would kill a standard human. Or so it is written. I must ask, my lord, did you ever seek to find more of this man who was so close to your first father, beloved by all? And if so, what might you have learned in those ancient days of Malcador the hero? Practical, Malcador was a powerful psyker and could therefore use his power in his defense. It is rumored he laid low the 16th when he tried to speak of the lost and the purged. This power was such he was able to sit upon the soul engine in his place. No other such psyker has since been recorded in Imperial record with that level of power, to my limited knowledge at least. Theoretical, Malcador is not human standard. He was too old, too powerful and too close to him to be such. Malcador may have been a son of his not born of perfection and gene craft but woman born. A human child of the Emperor. My thanks, Lord Commander. May he guide your hand in these trying times.
What? I almost was lulled back into a coma with how verbose that question was. I lost the plot of it. Just send an autograph.
Greetings from the Farsight Enclave world of Guivzario. I write to you on behalf of my mentor Ovza, inquiring on a particular curiosity that has befallen him lately when it comes to one of your people, one Belisarius Call. As a genius in his own right, Ovza has a particular respect for the man due to his willingness to actually develop technology, rather than simply worshipping it like his peers. What my mentor wants to know is how he managed to pull off the creation of the Primaris Marine project. Does it have any links to previous attempts to improve your space marines, such as the Raptor project and the Cursed Founding? Much appreciated, and I wish the best for your people, as I do mine.
Naturally, I believe fully that Corvus was far more involved with the Raptor project and its unfortunate corruption. As for the Cursed Founding, since he wasn't involved in it, call for more scathing information on how they went wrong.
Dear Lord Commander, how is your toilet paper hoarding empire going?
As a Primarch, I do not poop.
Dear Roboute Guilliman, Lord Commander of the Imperium, do you believe that you will surpass your father with what you do now? Because I have thought long and hard about this, I personally believe that you are and should be the ruler of the Imperium of man, because of who you are. No offense to your father, but you are more humane than he ever was, for we know that his Imperium was born on lies, but you are different, you are better than he is. From just of the many citizens of the Imperium, I send you my thanks and trust and hope, not as a god, but as a man. Knight Scion of the Ordo Theoreticus, Matthias.
I do not believe I will surpass my father. I will merely do what is necessary to prevent the fires of chaos and the ravenous conquering Xenos from further destroying the peace of the galaxy. But if I do, please, do not strap me into a chair, forcing me to fart warp storms into existence.
Is there anyone in the universe for the Big Blue?
Yes, there is. And it is all of you.
Lord Regent, I have heard whispers that the Imperium and its own administration was, and maybe still is, the greatest of all threats to itself before your arrival. Is this true? Would the Imperium really have collapsed under its own mismanagement regardless of the fall of Cadia?
No. There is far too much red tape keeping it together like an orc gargant.
Recipient, Lord Roboute Guilliman, query, considering the fact that you have not had Archmagos Belisarius Call charged, executed for tech heresy, as I have heard rumors of a device call invented called the Call Inferior that is not only akin to abominable intelligences but also a marriage of Xenos and Imperial technology, among other potential infractions, would you be willing to pardon any other tech priests and magi that have been charged with similar crimes so long as their research provides genuinely beneficial results for the Imperium and the Mechanicus? Clarification, I'm asking for another Magos I know. *whistle.wav*, querent, Magos Dominus Parker.
Yes, of course. As long as they are all cyberdongs.
Lord Guilliman, of the many new horrors you have learned of since your recent reawakening, what do you feel is the most devastating threat to the Imperium? The ever-hungry Tyrannids, the undying Necrons, or the advanced sciences of the Tau? Ever your servant, Little Lord Timmy.
Imperial red tape.
Dear Lord Regent, how did you come into contact with the leader of our order? The Lord Inquisitor seems to bury himself in old texts so often it is surprising to me that he has come into contact with someone of such status. Your regards, Guardsman Luna.
He sought me out in an effort to have...
Some claim you slew Omegon. Are you sure you didn't kill Alpheus instead? And was Dawn certain he slew Alpheus not Omegon? Signed, totally not an Alpha Legionnaire.
Does it matter when they're both still dead?
Which of his brothers he would wish to return and why?
I have answered this, and I still wish to play fetch with him.
My Lord Guilliman, how did you feel after the Horus heresy and what were your thoughts of the lose of so many lives and the loss of your brothers?
Oh, so many. My grieving heart would bear nigh infinite thoughts on the subject after, and torment me whilst I slept. And still now my soul is heavy with each memory. But one thought bears the greatest sound at the forefront of my mind, and they are but two words that my father spoke best, and I shall repeat here. Fucking Horus!
Lord Primarch, what is your opinion on the Blood Ravens using a weapon created by your brother Dawn? Though the chapter is not believed to be of his lineage, is it still honorable to use the weapon?
As long as they are utilizing the weapon and to work in tandem, to bring unity and fight against chaos, then I say yes. It is indeed an honorable fisting.
Lord Guilliman, being so well known for your administrative skills and empire building, there is no doubt that you must have sampled many different types of food over diplomatic meetings on countless different worlds. Could you tell us of one of the more interesting edibles you've ever had to consume during such an event? Sincerely, a Garden World noble.
Potato salad with raisins. A heresy even Tyranids would not assimilate.
Lord Primarch, if I may be so bold to ask, what's going on between you and Yvraine?
I do not understand why the Imperium is so focused on me and Yvraine. We are but allies. Work friends, if you will. Now, I must see here about some suggested Eldar techniques on how to hold my, power sword. Thank you for bringing these questions to my attention, so that I could provide my insights to the rest of the Imperium. It has illuminated that the ruinous powers of chaos have infiltrated the masses far worse than first anticipated. I trust that with your curiosity satisfied, Lord Inquisitor, I will not have to seek that restraining order. Go and be good to each other, except to Magnus.